So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, host Mr. Govind. So ladies and gentlemen, it's 5 p.m. So today we will be talking about one of the most important parts to be an effective leader. I believe from the poster you already have come to know that today we will be talking about unity, commitments, consistency can make the things possible, right? That's the topic for today's leadership series. So first of all, I must need to say thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, in order to come and join in today's leadership series. And you are willing to spend your beautiful weekend with me in order to get some input how you guys can be an effective leader. Okay, so the first thing first, can all of you hear my voice? Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I look so handsome today? Some of you look like very, very unhappy. Why? Come on, no need to be unhappy. Life will move forward. When I see some unhappy face in my class, then it makes me feel like why my students look like very unhappy. So let's move forward. No need to be unhappy, no need to be sad. Okay, so those who are new, I can see some new face. My name is Faisal Ahmed, and I'm one of the senior trainers in this organization. As a trainer, I'm very friendly. I like to make fun. I like to make fun. I like to share some funny things during the class time so that online class will become more and more interactive. If you can, all of you switch on your camera so that as a speaker, I can see all of you and I also can communicate with all of you together. Okay, so I'll give you like 20 seconds. All of you switch on your camera. Our host, Mr. Govind, will take photo for attendance. All of you, switch on your camera. Page number 1, page number 2. Thank you so much. Wow, very good. Now I can see happy face. Wow. Page number 3. Oops. Yeah, here we go. One more time for page number 3. Page number 4. All of you do switch on your camera and give me a good smile on screen so that we can mark your attendance and our admin can prepare your certificate within 2 to 4 weeks time. Okay, so thank you so much. Now, today, the topic is very, very important for all of you. Why it is important? I know our students, those who are studying at Kingston International College, you are studying in order to be a leader, right? In order to be someone who can lead an organization from the front, who can lead a department from the front, who can lead a group of people from the front. So if you want to be a leader, today's topic is for you. Look at the topic that I have decided. Unity, commitment, and consistency can make things possible. Okay, so for now, what I'll be doing, I'll only allow you guys to communicate with me and our host, Mr. Govind. So I want all of you send your message only to me because our host cannot forward the message to me. So if you have anything, just drop the message to me, select my name, Faisal Ahmed, and send to me. And don't try to play with the drawing pencil. Please don't do that, okay? So how many of you like the topic that I have chosen for today? Type me in the chat box. Type yes in the chat box if you like the topic that we have for today's discussion. Okay, okay, good, good. So you can type if you like the topic. If you do not like the topic, you also can say, sorry, I do not like the topic. It's totally fine. Today, it's not any academic class. Okay, guys? Fine. So today we will be talking about unity in leadership, how consistency works in leadership, how to be more consistent as a leader. Pay attention, huh? Commitments and success in leadership. Very important topic, this one. What are the abilities we should grow as a committed leader? And the last, I'll be sharing some tricks, some tips, how you can be a committed leader in your professional life. So the first topic, look at this part. It will help you. I can see in my class, I have so many new students. So for the new students, maybe leadership is something new for you, but I also have so many old students, right? For you, you already know what is leadership. Now, for the new one, let me make a quick review about leadership. Do not be confused about leader and a manager. Two different topic, two different characters. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about manager. I'm going to talk about leader and leadership. It is all about our skills that can encourage, that can represent something powerful to our people, to our followers, to our teammates, so that it can help by a leader to guide and encourage a group of people in order to achieve a common goal for an organization. So remember, as a leader, we must have to know how we can represent our abilities, our strength, right? In order to manage, in order to lead a group of people by guiding, and also by encouraging. That is called the definition of true leadership. If you want to be a leader, you cannot just manage a group of people. You need to guide them. You need to encourage them. Two important keywords to remember. And always, as a leader, we must need to focus on our goal. What is the ultimate goal of our organization? If you can follow this one, we can improve our leadership skills and abilities accordingly. Now, as I said, that today we will talk about three keywords: unity, commitments, and consistency. Now, let's talk about the first keywords, that is all about unity in leadership. What is unity? You know, unity, it's all about if you have 20 teammates and you are leading this particular team, unity means all of you must have same mindset. All of you must have same kind of attitude regarding your team. All of you understand, guys? Unity, it's all about put everyone under the umbrella of your strong leadership. And let me be very honest, this part is very, very, very challenging for a leader in order to create unity in the team. Agree, guys? Those who are working in leadership position, if you are going to manage a group of people, you will find that out of 20, 2 of them got very, very sensitive attitude. 4 of them, they like to gossip. 5 of them, they are very hardworking. 6 of them, they always try to find out the mistake of other people. That's why sometimes as a leader, we cannot create unity in the group. So today I'll disclose some key topics how we can enhance unity in our team, in our organization. Before that, look at this one. Unity, it's all about a state where many activities many thinkings, many attitude works as one. So it's not about I. When we work like we, that is called unity. Remember, unity is very important in our personal life, in our business, in our professional life, for the government as well. Without unity, we cannot have progress in our life. Miss Christiana, understand? Remember, there is a famous sayings, united we stand, divided we fall. Remember this universal statement, guys? United we stand, divided we fall. Remember, if you look down the importance of unity in your team, what will be happening? You cannot bring all of your teammates to come together in order to achieve the organizational goal. Look at the last part. Many leaders, they are very, very confused about their understanding of unity. So those who are here, if you really want to be a strong leader, my friendly advice from my side, be the leader who can make unity in the team. I'll be sharing 3 important components that can help you to create unity, to make your teammates united at the first place. As I said, if you want to be an effective leader, it is very, very important for all of you to understand the 3 levels of unity. I want all of you write down the name of 3 levels of unity. Number 1, acceptance. What is the meaning of acceptance? You know, though this is the very fundamental, this one is the very basic part of unity, acceptance. When you will be working as a leader, your followers, they might be agree, they might be say, yes, boss, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, at the first place, without making any noise. Don't be surprised, huh? Jennifer, don't be excited that, wow, all of my followers said, yes, boss, yes, sir, right? It's just mouth, word of mouth. Raju, understand? If you study about the psychology of the staff today, they like to make their superior happy by doing some overpromise. So if your team members keep saying, yes, sir, okay, sir, noted, sir, maybe they are agree by their mouth, but they may not agree 100% what you are trying to do with your teammates. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? So what is the meaning of acceptance? As a leader, come down, sit with your teammates. You must have to communicate with them, and you must have to share the mission, the vision, the objectives, the process, the systems that you are going to implement for your team. So when you will be very transparent, when you will be like leading from the front, your followers will accept your decision, your guidelines, your instructions according. All of you understand, guys, what is the meaning of acceptance? Now, let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello to everyone. Can all of you wave your hand, guys? Are you with me? So those who are new, can you cope up with me? Am I speaking so fast? Is it okay, guys? Is it okay? So I can see a lot of new face. Then I'm afraid if you feel I'm so fast, then it will be a problem, right? So if you do not understand any part, anytime you can drop me a message. Drop me a message in the chat box. Okay, good. Now, acceptance. When I will propose something to you as a trainer, 90% of you will accept. Why? because you have some respect for me as I am your trainer. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Maybe my suggestion, my proposal is not 100% suitable for you, but still you say, okay, this is not a good part for a leader to accept. And also, this is not a good part for the followers in order to do the things accordingly. Okay, so when you ask for acceptance, please, as a leader, be smart to understand that you really, really good at to explain your planning, explain your mission and vision accordingly. Number two, after acceptance, another important component is agreement. This is the second level of unity. Your followers will agree with your direction and they will naturally support your decision. Now, try to understand about agreement. Some of your staff, maybe some of your followers are not personally interested or personally committed to make it happen. They only will do because they are working under your leadership. Mona Lisa, understand? Because they will feel that this is my job, this is my bread and butter, so I have to do it. So what we need to do, if you can make your followers to agree with your proposal, meaning to say you already win their minds, M-I-N-D-S, minds, but not their hearts. So try to understand two important part, huh? For effective agreement as a leader to implement in a team, you have to win the mind of your followers and the heart, the emotions of your team members. And this is why you may not experience outcome, but you can't seem to make things happen. Because if they got agree, but at the end of the day, they don't want to do it from the deepest core of their heart, then you as a leader cannot bring 100% outcome from your team members. So we already have done acceptance, agreement. Number three is alignment. Your success of a leader, it will depend how you can align with other teammates. Though this is the third, the last fundamental components of unity, but this one is the most important part. See, this is the third, and this is ultimate level of unity. Do you know the reason why? Because your teammates fully committed in order to make your common vision into the reality. If you can adjust, if you can sit together, if you can ask for feedback, if you know how to share the ideas, if you know how to give constructive feedbacks, if you know how to ask for advice to your teammates. See, alignment, meaning to say when you are working or when you are preparing a project, what is alignment? The first thing, you ask for acceptance. Guys, I'm planning to implement some new changes in our sales activities. From this month, we not only focusing on brick and mortar sales, like selling only from our physical outlets, but also we will promote our product in e-commerce platform. Do you understand my example? So when you explain, acceptance will be there. Yes, boss. Yes, sir. It's a good idea, right? Then agreement, how we can be done. Some of you will give you some ideas, some thoughts, listen to them. That is called agreement. And the last, before you are going to really start implementing e-commerce platform in your business, you need to adjust, right? You sit with the top sales supervisor, manager, work with them, get feedback, collect data, work with data, and complete adjustment and alignment. Then what will be happening? Everyone who is working or who are working in your team, they will be happy. They will feel that, wow, that is a very good part. That is a very effective leadership from an effective leader. Now, let me give you an example. I believe my students from the Philippines, all of you know about Jollibee, right? Wave your hand if you know this brand. There is no doubt that all the Filipino knows this brand very, very well. You know, Jollibee is an international fast food chain brand like McDonald's, like KFC, you know, like Pizza Hut, something like that. But there is a story, there is a case study behind the success of Jollibee in the Philippines. You can see from my screen the leader who got very strong leadership, Mr. Tony Tan from China, huh? He's not from the Philippines. He's a Chinese entrepreneur. But he got remarkable success by opening a new business, new fast food business in a new country called the Philippines. It was not that easy for that particular leader. How he becomes successful? Because of unity. As a Chinese man, he understands the mindset of the local Filipinos. You got my point. Let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello to everyone. Without unity, Mr. Tony, definitely it would be difficult for him to establish a new brand in the Philippines. Agree, guys? Unity is there. Number two, I'll talk about number two later on. Why unity is important. Remember, as I said, that this leader from China, he came to the beautiful country of the world called the Philippines, you know, and then he married a beautiful Filipino girls. That's the first point. I can see my line wants to say something. Please wait, huh? Then in the year of 1975, Mr. Tony, he started a small outlet like selling ice cream. What was the product? What was the product? Ice cream. But, you know, the culture of the Philippines was totally different for Mr. Tony. First, he became united with the new culture of the new place. He enforced unity to the local people, to the local management people, and gather more information how he can build up a new business in the new country. 1978, Mr. Tony started the new outlet from ice cream selling outlet to the fast food selling outlet. Understand? 1979, started to compete with the international brand like McDonald's. It was not that easy, my friends. McDonald's got huge market already, but Jollibee is very new to the market. And with the help of unity, this particular leader compete in the market. Understand, guys? And after that, he never ever looked back. From the Philippines, he started to develop his brand. First country is Taiwan, you know. He started his overseas operation with Jollibee brand in Taiwan. And Since 1998, Jollibee started to operate in almost all the developed countries like Singapore, Middle East countries, United States of America, so on and so forth. See, from a small ice cream shop becomes an international brand by a strong leader. And how? Because he implemented unity at the first place. Also got consistency, also got commitments. I'll be explaining these two things later on. Now let's proceed and talk about the next that I have, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how you can build up unity in your team. As I said, this is one of the most challenging part for a leader. Okay, now alignment and unity. Now we can follow 5 important steps. Number 1, as a leader, we need to discuss the first 3 levels of unity with our team. All of you remember the first 3 elements of unity? Remember, acceptance, agreement, and alignment. Be open, be transparent. And also as a leader, our whole team must need to work together in order to create a culture of alignment, culture of sharing, culture of talking to each other. If you can implement this culture, that anyone from your team anytime can voice out, can give feedback, can give suggestion, can add, can delete, you can enhance unity and alignment in your team as a leader. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, unity comes from smart communication. As a leader, you need to minimize 2 things: miscommunication and misunderstanding. These 2 are the most common mistake made by the leaders, also made by the followers. For example, I am your leader as I'm conducting this training session, right? So my duty is to what? My duty is to explain and communicate clearly and effectively about the topic that I have for today's discussion, right? So if you do not understand what I'm talking about, it is not communication. Communication is not just one way of speaking. It is 2 parties involvement. So for enhancing alignment and unity as a leader, we need to communicate clearly, right? So there is a common problem, we always think like that whatever I'm talking, whatever I'm sharing, others always understand. It's a misconception. Let me stop sharing my screen because this is very important for all of you to understand. Can all of you switch on your camera one more time so that our host can mark your attendance, guys? Yeah, do it now, please. Okay, good, excellent. Now, how many of you are currently working? Can you please wave your hand? Raise your hand, wave your hand so that I can understand. Very good, excellent. So let me give you an example from your current workplace, right? Sometimes your supervisor, your manager gives you some instruction, just giving some instruction, but you really do not understand what to do, how to do. Agree, guys? Agree? Please do respond my call, but you said, okay, sir. Okay, madam. On the other hand, when your supervisor manager will give you the instruction, your supervisor will feel, okay, I already informed my team members. So they must follow what I said. But what is the real picture? You did not really understand what you are going to do from the instruction of your supervisor or manager. Agree, guys? That is called miscommunication and misunderstanding. We need to fill up this gap. As a leader, when we will communicate, we have to make sure 100% clear communication. How it can be done? Number one, when you will communicate as a speaker, you have to use your sixth sense. Remember, we got sixth sense. It's not just talk. Maintain eye contact. Look at your followers. Look at your teammates. Jocelyn, understand? Manega, understand? Look at them. When you look at them, you can understand that they really get what you are trying to mean or not. Okay. Number two, when you communicate, when you provide complex information, speak slow and speak clear. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Speak slow and speak clear. Number three, when you will communicate, do not just talk. Sometimes check. Sometimes ask open-ended question, close-ended question to your audience. All of you clear, guys? When you check, you can adjust your communication skills in order to communicate with them to build up strong unity among the team members. Remember, during your communication time, you cannot communicate too much. If you give them more information, more ideas, more thoughts, your audience will be more confused. So you have to be very, very, smart in terms of sharing the information accordingly. Number three, for developing unity, we need to create an environment, and this environment must be open for all. I'm repeating my statement. Here, you need to implement your democratic leadership style. Do you know what is the meaning of democratic or democracy? Like for the staff, by the staff, of the staff. So your staff, your team members are the primary concern in your leadership. All of you understand, guys? So when you are being open in order to allow your team members to come and communicate with you about the possibilities, about the challenges, about the difficulties, about the improvements, about any activities regarding your project work, you can create unity at the first place. Do not be defensive. Sometimes at our workplace, we find that some leaders are very, very defensive. They don't allow other people to come and talk, right? Did you realize this one? They follow only autocratic leadership. Autocratic meaning to say they don't want to listen to anyone. They just want to do what the leader or he or she wants to do. If you implement that kind of leadership approach, you cannot create unity in your team. All of you understand, guys? So when there is no unity, your team is really, really not doing the right things at the first place. Number four, in order to enhance strong unity, before you are going to make any decision, take your time. As a leader, before you are going to make any decision, please do not use your emotion. Don't do that. If you make a decision from your emotion, directly or indirectly, you are destroying your team spirit. Understand? Stop practicing personal attack when you are leading a group of people from the front. Do not take any decision from your personal anger, from your emotions, from your angry mindset. Remember, your team always will come first. Your emotions, your angriness, your personal problem always will stay back. All of you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? You are, yes, as a leader, every time, every day, you need to make decision. Even the small problem, when you are going to solve a small problem in your organization, you need to make a decision as a leader, right? So before you make a decision, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. You use data, use statistics, use the result. Remember, as a leader, we got to be good at statistics, numbers, Remember, numbers never lie in leadership. All of you understand, guys? Clear? Even if you know that this decision might be very easy one for you, but don't do it. Take your time. Sometimes you can share the decision that you are going to implement with your teammates. It will help you to create unity in your organization. The last but not the least for unity part, announce your decision and ask for alignment. Remember, unity comes from the leader who got sincerity, who got very firm character, who got very open-minded attitude as a leader. Remember, we got to be very firm and we got to be very sincere when we are leading a team as a leader. All of you understand, guys? Look at number 5. Before you are going to finalize the decision, like new operation, new product, new service, new sales policy, new marketing policy, new HR policy, new technology that you are going to implement in your business, in your organization, this part is mandatory to follow. So how you can do alignment? You can sit down with the senior management people in your organization and ask for feedback. You can directly ask, Mr. John, can you align with this decision? How about you, Miss Jessica? Ask for their opinions. When you will ask for their opinions, their suggestion, they will feel they are very important for the team, and that will create unity at the first place. Okay, so for clear, that's all about unity part. All of you understood what is unity, importance of unity, how you can build up unity in your team as a leader. Remember, my discussion only the guidelines. You cannot be the best leader in order to provide unity for a big team. You need to go, you need to practice, you need to learn by doing the things. Okay, now, very important, consistency. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me say hello to everyone. I have a very important question before I'm going to talk about consistency. Who can tell me what is consistency? What is it? You can raise your digital hand. I'll let you unmute and you can give your own definition. What is consistency? Anyone? Consistency. What does it mean? You can raise your hand. You can wave your hand. No problem. Consistency. Okay, I have no digital hands. How come? Okay, I got one. Okay, you can unmute your microphone. Okay, Nalinga, you can unmute. I already invite you to unmute your microphone. I think something wrong. Gracie Santos, you there? Unmute your microphone. Hello, how are you today? How is everything, ma'am? Gracie,
I'm
you you look like so busy.
yeah.
Okay, share with us what is consistency in your point of view.
For me, consistency is the ability, something that you do with continuously.
Continuously, excellent,
Yeah.
very good. I have taken one important part from you, Mr. Kumar. Unmute your microphone if you're ready. From your point of view, what is consistency?
Attitude and behavior.
Yeah, come on. You have to speak a bit loud so that 244 people can hear your voice.
Attitude and behavior is
Yeah, one kind of behavior that I think something wrong with your audio. No problem, Mr. Kumar. Don't feel yeah, sad. Mr. Sharma, Prashant Sharma, consistency.
Consistency basically means delivering a job at the right pace and at a constant pace. So when I say constant pace, it means if you are doing a job which takes an hour, it's a repetitive job, so you are taking only an hour. So yeah, so just at the right pace, being consistent, step by step, just constant. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'll invite one more person for this simple question. Mr. Jacob, where are you, Mr. Jacob? Jacob, consistency means what? Go on. Your own point of view.
Yes, from my own point of view, consistency simply means as a leader, you have to be, you have to be authentic. Authentic. You don't change things here and there. You have to be authentic, so to say. That's what
Thank
I
you so much.
understand.
Thank you, Jacob. So I have spoken a few of you, couple of you, so I can see, I can pick up few keywords. Gracie, continue. The consistency meaning to say continue. From Mr. Sharma, consistency meaning to say you must have to provide the things that you have been promised, right? That you promised earlier. And Mr. Jacob, he said that be authentic, be real, be transparent. Okay, very good. Interesting 3 points from 3 of you. Yes, if I make the summary, consistency, as a leader, I need to be focused. As a leader, I need to do my part in my best way for forever. That is called consistency. I understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean. Let me give you an example. You are a leader. You are planning to open up, or you are planning to launch a new project from your organization. So the project will take like 5 months. First month, you as a leader, very, very motivated. You always doing your part as a leader. Second month, you also did the things that you know what you are doing. You are very focused and you are doing your part. From the third month, out of sudden, you got less focus. You know, you got other new project. Now you are not giving your 100% concentration or 100% energy to that particular project. That is not consistency. When you are doing your part from the very beginning until the end of the project as a leader by doing all the things, that is called consistency. All of you understand, guys? So if we do not have consistency, it would be very, very difficult for a leader to be successful, to be, outcome-oriented leader. Should I make myself clear to you guys? And this is a common problem for more than 90% of leader that we have today, lack of consistency. Sometimes they really cannot, cannot do the things accordingly that they must need to do at the first place. Now, before I'm going to talk about how consistency work in leadership, look at another very strong and powerful statement. And I also got few messages in the chat box regarding consistency, ability to maintain and consistent approach. By being consistent, leaders can create a sense of stability. Yeah, very good. That's a good point. Now, look at this part. Action happen at a faster and faster pace. As leadership, consistency builds organizational trust. So if you want to be a trustworthy leader for an organization, no choice. You have to be consistent 24/7. Lack of consistency, there will be lack of trustworthiness at your organization, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, very good. Now, let's proceed how it works. Consistency will allow you as a leader to keep yourself 100% focused where you need to be. And not only you, but also your team will focus on the same thing accordingly. So how we can keep our focus to our aim, So every day as a leader, you will be so busy. Your followers will be very, very busy. Sometimes if there is something wrong with, priority task, all of you try to understand my simple and straightforward explanation. How you can be focused, leading a team, it will make your life busy. Mary Jenny, am I right? It's not that easy. You always will be busy, busy, and busy. So during your busy time, make sure you create your to-do list, to-do list, and put the most priority task at the top of your to-do list. And follow your to-do list accordingly in order to complete your task. And not only you also have to encourage your team members to follow the to-do list with the priority task. So when you have written to-do list and when you put the priority task, you can keep yourself focused. Your team members also can be consistent at the workplace. All of you understand, guys? If you want to achieve milestone, if you want to complete the project, consistency must be there, Now, success is neither, look at this part that will help you to understand why you need to enforce consistency at your leadership. Success is not like magic or not like any mysterious things. So what is success for a leader? It is a natural, look at the powerful word, my friends. We call it natural consequence of consistency and applying the basic fundamentals one by one. From one of the most successful entrepreneurs in United States of America, Mr. Jim Rohn. So consistency will help you as a leader to be successful in your leadership. And it's a natural consequence. There is no rocket science, there is no physics, there is no chemistry. You are consistent. You are focusing the things that you're supposed to do. Success will come naturally. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how it is important to practice consistency in your leadership. Now, how we can be more and more consistent as a leader. Now, look at this part. This part will help you for all of you to understand the step-by-step process. You know, now, before I start talking from my PowerPoint slide, I need to stop sharing my screen and I need to say hello to everyone. Can all of you wave your hand? Can all of you wave your hand? You are a leader. Very good. You are very successful. Very good. You are leading a big number of followers. Excellent. But we cannot forget human nature. Mr. John, am I right to say sometimes without any reason we feel lazy? Please correct me if I'm wrong, huh? Sometimes out of sudden we feel less motivated. You are a leader. You are not just a staff. You are leading a group of people. Out of sudden you feel like very tired. Out of sudden you have no energy to talk. Out of sudden you have no energy to think. Out of sudden you have no energy to call an emergency meeting. It comes from common human nature. Understand, all of you guys? There is no medicine, huh? If you go to the best medical college or best hospital, there is no medicine that can help you not to be like that. Because human psychology, human behavior is like that. Okay? Out of sudden you will feel, as I said, don't want, no energy, no mind, no mood, you know? So here, your consistent mindset can help you not to follow your weakness that you have in your character. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? You need to put in your mind that I am a leader. I am the responsible for 100 people in my organization. Not only that, I'm responsible for 100 family. If you have 100 staff under your leadership, meaning to say you are taking care of 100 different families. Am I right? Guys, think big. You have to be the bigger person when you will be thinking in order to make yourself consistent at workplace. So the first thing you have to put in your mind, maybe I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling very, very lost, but I cannot follow my negative character. I need to do my part accordingly. Understand, guys? And if you want from your mind, you can make it. I'll share my two examples, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not the best staff in this organization. I'm not. I have been working in this organization for last 7 years. Last 7 years. Okay? Last 7 years, I have no MC. I never ever apply for any MC during my last 7 years of service in this organization. Why? How it becomes possible? Because I put consistency in my mind. I'm working in this organization. I need to lead a healthy life. Understand? I need to lead a healthy habit so that I always keep myself fit for work. Okay? Sometime I got like headache, you know. I just took one Panadol and start working. You guys understand what I'm trying to mean, right? Consistency, it will come from your mindset. You have to put in your mind, I will maintain consistency at my workplace. All of you clear, guys? Understand? So it can be done as a leader if you really, really want from the deepest core of your heart and core of your mind. Okay, now that's why I was sharing my part. So the first step, what you need to do, you need to put in your mind that you are going to become more and more consistent, that you need to say to yourself. So when you will be consistent, it will add more value. It will add more value to you and to your organization, so that you can come back to them when you are facing some difficulties at workplace. You will never give up. You will never say it is impossible. You will never say it cannot be done at all. Okay? So number one, our mindset to be consistent as a leader. Second one, communicate, 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 and communicate. And also connect. Two things, communicate and connect. So when you will communicate your values and you make sure everyone who are here in your team, they really understand what is your company stands for, what is your mission, what is your vision, and make sure you represent your values so that your team members can see your outcome clearly, and you can make them comfortable, you can make them happy when actually the things is becoming more and more difficult. Remember, if you know how to communicate, if you know how to connect, you can make the difficult things possible. Right? Simple example, remember the COVID-19 pandemic time? So many business from all over the world got shut down, right? Roland, remember? There are so many businesses in your country got closed down during the pandemic time. On the other hand, a number of business still survive. What was the difference? The difference was made by the leader. They continue consistency at their workplace. They communicate, they connect with their workforce accordingly, right? So for your team, remember, consistency must come at the first place. And remember, when you are going to develop the consistency, you need to develop a behavior and culture in your team. This is very important part for all of you understand. You know, we cannot change people. Impossible. Totally impossible. If you are a leader, you cannot change each and every staff, every team members who will be under your leadership umbrella. Impossible. It's quite impossible. So what you can change? You only can change the culture. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Culture. Instead of focusing the change of your teammates, you focus on changing the culture. Example, you notice that some of your team members are not that much productive. So you have two options. You can terminate them, right? Or you can train them to be better. So create a culture, no termination. Culture is learning and improving. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? So the less productive staff, they will also work with you. Why? Because you as a leader, you are changing the culture that helps them to be more and more consistent, to be more and more productive, to be more and more strong in their professional life. Okay, so communicate and connect will help you to make your team more and more consistent. Now, number 3, as I said, that to make your team consistent, you need to create a culture. You need to be very firm. You need to be very sincere. You need to use your empathy. You need to use your supportive mindset, open mindset, and transparent. Now, look at this one, finding your own style. Now, let me stop sharing my screen. This one is very important for all of you to understand. Remember, we all are different. See, we have different mindset, we have different strength, we have different weaknesses, we have different attitude, we have different behavior. So in order to make your team more consistent, first of all, find out your way of leading people. Find out what is your strength. Remember, those who are doing our postgraduate diploma in business and sales management, I believe my colleagues already have told you about SWOT analysis, right? Remember, those who are doing customer relationship management, your certificate modules, remember SWOT analysis? Actually, it's all about, as a leader, we have to find out our strength, which part we are good at. As I said, we are different from each other, right? Maybe you are good at communication. Maybe you are good at negotiation. Maybe you are good at creating influence among the crowd. So you understand your strength. You have to figure out which part you can handle very, very strongly. Never stop there. Go for W. Weaknesses. Find out as a leader, what are the things you can improve? What are the things you must need to improve in order to be a strong and consistent leader? Maybe you have something wrong with your emotions, easily you become angry. This is most common weakness for the leaders, cannot control anger, cannot control emotions. So find out what is your weakness, solve it in order to adjust in your way. Opportunities. O stands for opportunities. You must have to make a list as a leader. What are the opportunities you can create for your team, for your organization? Last, T. T stands for threat, challenges, difficulties that you might face on the way of your leadership activities. All of you clear, guys? So find out your own way. And after you figure out your own way as a leader, be transparent with your team members. Tell them, hey guys, sometimes I cannot control my aggressiveness. Don't take it personally. Okay? That's how you need to communicate in order to inject consistency at your work. Maybe sometimes I can be angry. I can be very, very aggressive. Please do not take anything personally from my action. Remember, what I'm doing, what I'll be doing, what I'm planning to do, only for the betterment of our team. See, then you can make your team consistent. They will feel, oh, today boss mood is not good. So I need to shut down my mouth, right? I cannot go for argument. I'll find another day to share my problem. It comes from being transparent as a leader to find out your way of leading. All of you clear, guys? Okay, so thank you so much. We have done 50% of today's discussion. Let's go for a small break for 5 minutes. So thank you so much for being on time again. All of you do switch on your camera when you are ready. And yes, our host, Mr. Gobin, will send you the PDF that I'm using for today's talking. Okay, so no worries. Before I say good night to all of you will receive the soft copy in our chat box so that in future, when you will be a leader, you can look back and you can align the things that you have to, right? Okay, very good. So let's go back to the last part of today's discussion, consistency. So see, finding your own style, as I said, that make your team well informed about your personal characters, about your attitude, about your style, so that your team will know that what you are expecting from your team members. Not only that, let them know that how you are really as a person, including, as I said, you have to make sure that you share with your teammates that you have some weaknesses, like easily you can become very angry, you can be very, uncivilized sometimes, right? So that they will understand before you are going to react with them negatively. So the last slide about consistency. Yes, last slide about the consistency. Look at this part. We have to have a mindset just to be okay when our planning, our project, our activities are not working up to the mark. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to mean? We cannot be panicked. We cannot be like, oh my God, what happened? Oh my God, I made a very, very stupid mistake in my organization. No, if you think too much, it will create more negative consequences. Right, Mr. Mitra Fonau, I can see you are here. Thank you so much for being on time again. Now, be honest if you do not, or if you cannot achieve success. Be honest if you do end up by being inconsistent, right? Maybe out of sudden, all the things become out of control from your side. Okay, you may need to communicate. So when you feel like, down, when you feel like lost, what you need to do to be more and more consistent, look at the next paragraph. You need to communicate more in that kind of scenarios with your team members. Vanessa, understand? When plan A did not work, take a deep breath. Sit down with your potential team members. Share with them, hey guys, let's talk. Let's discuss how we can solve this problem from our organization. Be transparent, You may even ask them to challenge any inconsistency and to ask questions. This will remove any silent angriness and it will reduce any passive aggressive behavior within the team. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if your team got dirty politics, do you know what is the meaning of dirty politics? Mary, Miss Mary, dirty politics meaning to say team members always trying to find out who is right and who is wrong. Team members trying to complain about you to your supervisor, to your manager. So if they are so busy by doing all those unnecessary, unaccepted things, how they can be consistent, right? Common question, common sense will tell us it is impossible. So as a leader, when something goes south, south means wrong, just go, sit down, talk, plan develop plan B, develop plan C. Okay? Be open and ask your team members the question, what they want, how they feel, how they want to do. Any feedback, any idea, any suggestion. Remember, some of your teammates can give you very, very, very unnecessary, stupid, unacceptable ideas. Do not insult them. Okay? Do not discourage them. Encourage them. Say, okay, you have given a very good input. We will think about it. And be open. Say, oh, okay, your idea actually, it will not work for now, but in future, definitely we will think about it. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? That's how you can enhance consistency in your leadership. The last topic for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, commitments. Commitments. Okay. So unity, consistency, commitments can make things possible. That's the topic for today, right? So we are in the last part, commitments. So what is commitment? What is promise? Do not promise. Do not commit for the sake of promising, for the sake of committing. Karma, understand? You got to be very, very transparent, not only as a leader, but also as human being, right? When you promise, make sure you keep your promise. Do not break your promise here and there. If you cannot keep your promise, trust me, tomorrow your teammates will not follow your instruction if you break your promise today. All of you agree, guys? Do you understand what I'm trying to mean? Manika, I'm your leader. I am your leader. I promise that I will do this one for you, but I didn't do it. From tomorrow, you will not follow, you will not respect me at the first place as a leader. Manika, understand? Manika, so commitment is very important. So the motive of a true leader, look at the first sentence, ladies and gentlemen, to lead, to motivate, to inspire people in order to achieve the organizational goal. So how you can motivate, how you can inspire the crowd. You should have the commitment at the first place for your team, like lead, discipline, and bonding. This is our organizational motive. If you really want to be a leader with full of productivity, lead, meaning to say, whatever you are going to do, you have to do first. Let me give you an example so that you guys can understand and you can change or you can improve your leadership style. Annie, you follow? Mary Gracie, Mary Lau, if you want to lead the whole marketing team of your organization, the first thing you have to know, you have to have all the knowledge of marketing activities so that you can lead from the front by setting examples. Discipline, do you know what is the meaning of discipline? When you say yes, it must be yes. It cannot be no. It cannot be in between yes or no. When you say no, it is no. Nobody can come and tell you to change from no to yes. That is called discipline as a leader. Bonding, most important. If you cannot create bonding with your followers, you cannot bring topmost outcome from your followers. So if your commitment is lead, discipline, and bonding as a leader, you can lead a group of people, a group of staff without facing any difficulties. All of you, please write down these three important keywords: lead, discipline, and bonding. So committed leadership always will represent dedication. Dedication to what? To the team. Team always will come first rather than any personal special request. So committed leader will dedicate their time to address or to fulfill the needs of the team and the needs of the organization in order to develop, in order to increase, in order to add value and the goals of the organization. So commitment must be there. So what is commitment? Your agreement between you and your mindset. It's all about an agreement, not written, but it is the most powerful agreement between you and your mind, that I will do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. Okay, commitment. Do remember this part. Why the commitment is important in leadership. If you cannot commit that you will do all the things for your team, this team will go here and there. My line, you follow? Am I right? But if you are committed, I will never let it be. I'm not going to let my team members down. If I have to, I will protect from the front if there is a cyclone in my team. You see, it comes from your strong commitment. So why it is important? It will give you your willingness, willpower to put in a lot of effort for your team. Example, when you are committed, what you will be doing as a leader, you will study. You will study the recent case study about leadership, about sales, about marketing, about IT, about human resource, about e-commerce, about post-COVID-19 pandemic business activities. When you are committed to be better, when you are committed to be stronger, when you are committed to be productive. If got no commitment, there will be no willingness to do something for your team. Remember, during your, most of you got high school education, right, from your respective countries. Remember your commitments before your final exam. Marichu, remember, what did you do? You study for the whole night. You study for 12 hours, 14 hours, the 1 week before your final exam. Why? Because you really got commitments to do better in your final exam. You got some friends, right? Failed in exam. Why? Do you think so? Their brain got no power? Don't blame their brain. They are also talented, but lack of commitments to learn mathematics, to learn English. And then they failed in mathematics and failed in physics, failed in chemistry. So it's about commitments. Should I make myself clear to you guys? Excellent. Let's go to the next one. When you are committed, your commitments will never make any sound, but it will motivate your entire team members. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Sometimes you cannot motivate your team by giving motivational speech. It will not work. Patricia, understand? It will not work. Motivational speaker only can motivate you for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, for 1 hour maximum. That's all. After 1 hour, I will become the same that I was 1 hour back. But the commitments, your activities, your behavior, your mood of action will motivate your followers if you really have strong, transparent, smart commitments. Okay, commitments can improve or can create more and more new leaders in your organization. I need to stop sharing my screen, ladies and gentlemen, and let me say hello to everyone. Can all of you wave your hand? Because weekends, it is your off day, but I'm so happy that you are spending your weekend with me, right? Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel value of myself when I'm talking to you during the weekend, especially the leadership series. Now, let's talk about the things, what I'm trying to mean. Commitments, when you are committed for your team, do you know what you will be doing? You will create more leaders in your organization. Mr. Jacob, you follow? If you are leading 20 people, you will create 5 strong leaders out of 20. You will train them, you will coach them, you will guide them, you will lead them, you will tell them what to do, how to do, when to do, right? So it comes from your commitments. All of you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? So those who are working, maybe some of you are working as a waiter, as a waitress, right? So you started your career as a waiter, as a waitress. I know some of you become supervisor. Some of you become manager at your workplace. So who did this one? Someone from your workplace, right? Your supervisor, your manager, your leader train you. Hey, Jacob, I will train you how you can improve your managerial skills because I want to see you as a manager, as a supervisor in my outlet within next 6 months. So better you follow my instructions without giving any personal problem. See, because you are committed, you will make your team more better. That's how the business, the organization from all over the world, they are producing more and more leaders to manage their business accordingly. Should I make myself clear to you guys? Commitments. When you have commitments like your family to your team, you will be doing each and everything. Okay, not only that, when you are committed, you will find your followers also are very, very committed, very, very proactive about your instruction, about your guidelines. That's why it is important for all the leaders to implement, to apply authentic commitments as a leader. Three ingredients that you can implement in order to enhance your level of commitment in leadership. Do remember about 3 C's: your courage, your communication, and your concentration. I'm repeating the 3 C's: courage, commitments, and concentration. So let me send it to the chat box so that you guys can see when I'll be changing my slide. So let me explain all the 3 C's one by one. Courage. If you have like lack of confidence in your personal life, what is the meaning of lack of confidence? I'll share some symptoms with you guys that will tell you that you need to develop your self-confidence. Number 1, if you feel difficulties to talk in front of new people, meaning to say something wrong with your confidence level. JD, understand? JD, if you cannot open your mouth in front of large number of people at the first place. Number 2, if you are keep thinking that what if I make mistake? It is another common symptom of lack of confidence. Number 3, If you want to make everyone happy in your life, I'm repeating my statement. If you want to make everyone happy in your life, it is also a sign of lack of self-confidence. All of you understand Bila? Understand Christiani? So do not practice these three things in your personal life. Then you can be courageous person. Do not be afraid to speak up. Do not be afraid to share your ideas and thoughts when necessary. Do not be afraid, or do not be afraid to destroy the systems that kill your earth and energy. You see, if you have that three characters, destroy them. Feel free to speak. Feel free to make mistake. Don't try to make everyone happy. It's quite impossible. Okay? My female trainees, don't take it other ways. Huh? After getting married, don't think that you can make everyone happy in your father-in-law's house. Cannot. If you try, meaning to say you have lack of confidence, you are afraid of something. Don't do that. Now come to the point. I have only 30 minutes, my friends. So I need to complete my another 9 PowerPoint slides. I cannot go beyond my PowerPoint slide, right? Okay. A leader with more courage can go further. Do remember this one. So when you have commitments, meaning to say you have team, right? Remember, there is another famous sayings. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Understand? If you want to go fast, meaning you need to go faster, go alone. But if you want to go far, very, very far meaning to say the topmost success in your life, then you have to go together by becoming more and more courageous person. Okay, so when you have this courage, it will give you the strength that will help you when you are having difficult situation as a leader. You know, I respect all the leaders who survived during the last COVID-19 pandemic time. Princess Joy, you understand? They really, really got courage to face the problem. But you know what's the problem of us? When we have problem, we hide ourselves, right? Manega, we hide. No, cannot. No, it's very difficult. I cannot do this one. Oh my God, it is impossible. That's how we react when we see the problem, right? So only courageous leader can make some difficult decision, not only making decision, but also make sure that they will make it work with the help of facing with the help of their courage to facing the problem at the first place. Number 2, commitments will depend on your communication skills. How? First you commit, then you communicate what are the things you can do for the team. Then you need to communicate with your team at the first place. So your ability to communicate is another important fundamental building blocks of team commitment. I'm repeating my statement. Fundamental building blocks, meaning to say the most important part of something. Communication must be effective to demonstrate your commitment. So when you communicate, make sure you have the energy on your non-verbal communication skills. Let me give you an example. So today I am your trainer, right? Guys, let me stop sharing my screen. Can all of you wave your hand? Wave your hand if you can hear me, guys. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, so what is this called? That commitments for communication. So I have been talking to you for last 1 hour and 30 minutes, right? Do you feel that Mr. Faisal looks like very tired today? Do you feel like that Mr. Faisal is just talking for the sake of talking because this is, I mean, it is his job, he must to come and talk, something like that? No, right? You feel that this man is trying to communicate with us to give some input in our mind. You see, my friend, what I'm trying to mean? So when you as a leader, you will communicate with full of commitment, they will understand your dedication about the team. Understand, guys, what does it mean, the commitments? So commitments, sometimes you need to do some extra things that you need not to say anything, you need not to make any sound, but your action, your behavior will speak on behalf of you, what you are trying to do for the team. Should I make myself clear to you guys? Should I make myself clear to you, ladies and gentlemen? Is it clear enough, all of you? 10 pages, I only can see. Okay, good, very good, excellent. If you can, I'll really appreciate if you switch on your camera, Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, let me share my screen, go for the next. So now you understand, right? Frequent and partial communication is compulsory for momentum to continue and to continue to move forward. If you never ever communicate with the team, you never see your teammates once in a week, once in a month, remember, there will be no commitments from your team member. Mr. Fadrick, you follow? But when you see, when you talk, when you communicate once in a week, once in 15 days, once in a month, commitment will be there accordingly. The next one, it's all about concentration. We got to concentrate about our responsibilities, about our duties, about our task. So if you work under an irresponsible leader, what you will be doing at the first place? Janily, for example, you are working under my leadership and you notice that I'm a leader, I always forget. I'm a leader, I commit, I promise, but I never do anything what I have promised last time. So what you will be doing? You will feel like I am, as a leader, I'm standing on your oxygen tube. Do you understand my hypothetical statement? You will look for another job for sure, because nobody wants to work under irresponsible leader. Understand this one. Some of you resign from your last job. Why? Some of you resign for salary. Maybe the salary is not that much handsome. Some of you resign because of your supervisor, because of your manager, right? You feel like you are eating bullets from your workplace. No improvement, nothing, right? So when you want to enforce the commitments among the team, you have to keep your promise. You have to be responsible enough, right? To engage a team, a leader must keep their only attention to the group, to the team. That's all. No personal intention, no personal relationship, no personal favor. Team always will come first. We have to focus on, we have to concentrate on small little things. When you are a leader, you concentrate on the small things, small details. You can improve your team spirit. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? When you focus on small things, before the problem is becoming bigger, you can solve it. But if you never focus on small things, if you never concentrate on the small things, what will be happening? The problem will be bigger that you cannot solve at all. Then it will cost money, it will cost this, it will cost that. Now, the second last topic for today, how we can grow our ability to be a committed leader. Because this part is very important. 3 key points: unity, consistency, and commitment. If you overlook any one component, you cannot be an effective leader. Somewhere, sometime, you need to face a lot of problems. So, how we can grow our character to be a committed leader? First one, cooperative minded. Do not be snobbish. Do not be selfish. Do not be arrogant as a leader. What we need to do? We need to be cooperative. A committed leader always will encourage friendly and supportive environment between the leader and the team. A committed leader will make this statement: guys, my door is open. Anytime, any problem, just come and ask me. IB, understand? Guys, my WhatsApp number is open. If you face any problem, I don't mind. If it is in midnight, just drop me a message. I'm here to help you. I am here to help you. Do not be afraid. Do not be hesitate to do so. That is called cooperative mind of a leader that can make you to be more and more committed as a leader. Number 2, efficient. Nobody wants to work under unproductive, not effective, not efficient leader. Am I right? Am I right? Let me give you a simple example. Just now, I mean, today you join in my leadership series, right? So during my training time, if I speak like a robot, you know, if I just read my PowerPoint slide, what will be happening? Now I can see 234 of you are here. The number will be only 35. The rest of you will just leave the meeting without wasting a single second. That's how young people today work. H2 understand? Frederick understand? So efficient, being expert is the key in order to be committed as a leader. See, the more you are efficient as a leader, you will be more and more committed at your workplace. You are working as a sales leader. So when you have all the qualities, all the skills, tricks, and technique of a successful salesperson, you can be committed at your sales-related work. Janeline, am I right? If you do not like sales job, if you do not like to talk with new customer, it's impossible. You cannot be committed at all. Next one, encouraging followers. When a leader lead a team by setting an example, by doing the things from the front, from the commitment, from the responsibility, you can be a committed leader accordingly, and you can inspire your followers to follow your lead at the first place. All of you understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? When you will be leading a group of people, first, you lead them, you tell them, guys, I am your leader. First, I will do. You follow me. You follow me. I'll do. I'll let you know how it can be done. It will inspire your followers. They will feel, oh, my leader can do. My leader is here to help me, to support me, to guide me, to train me. So why I'm afraid? Nothing to be afraid, right? That's how you need to encourage your followers from your commitment. Bring improvement. Remember, leader must be humble. We have to be humble. Do you know what is the meaning of humble? Always having a mindset to learn from each and everyone. To learn from each and everyone, even from the juniors, you know, from someone very new. So when you have commitments, or if you want to improve your commitments as a leader, you have to have this mindset. Learn from each and everyone. Learn from mistake, you know, learning from mistake. If you make mistake, don't regret too much. Remember, making mistake is the way that you are trying something new. Okay, guys, fine. Now look at this one, innovative. Create something new, develop something new, do something new. It will come from your commitment towards your team. See, committed leadership frequently encourages productivity and innovation. How? By the novel and unconventional methods and approaches. It means that when somehow you cannot accomplish, you cannot complete plan A, don't stop there. As your commitment is there, create something new, develop something new, adjust the things accordingly that can help you to be more and more committed in your industry. Trustworthiness. A leader can develop commitment when he or she is dependable and has huge trust of the people. If you do not trust your leader, if you do not trust your leader's instruction, there will be no commitment from your side. Agree? Joven? Mr. Joven, am I right to say? If you don't trust me, what I'm talking about, immediately your brain will tell you it's impossible. It's impossible. It cannot be done at the first place. All of you clear? I'll give you an example. Those who are working in insurance company, you know, the most difficult things to sell in the market, insurance policy. The leaders of insurance policy, they have unity, commitments, and consistency in order to lead the team. Remember the Jollibee, Mr. Tony, he also got the same unity, consistency, and commitment in order to develop his brand value in all over the world. Be transparent in order to grow commitment as a leader. Transparent meaning to say what? Nothing to hide. You see, there is no secret. There is no like hiding something from the teammates. Be transparent. Commitment always will strengthen your ability to be more and more committed. Example, when you are very open about your aim, about your mission, about your vision, and when you are very open, when you are very honest about the process, about the technique, about the tactic, about the implementation, you can be committed along with your teammates. Also, the employees development. This is also very important. Remember, you cannot do the things by yourself. You need a team. You need a team. There is no solution if you got someone in your team less productive to terminate them from the work. Don't do that. Termination is not any permanent solution. Permanent solution is providing training, developing your staff, developing your team members. Okay? Understand, guys? Yeah, that will help you to make your team more and more committed. Now, I'll be sharing the last few things before I say good night to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Commitment in leadership, how you can do this part, practice commitment in leadership. Number one, as a leader, we need to stand always transparent, always honest, and we need to spend our time and energy at our workplace. What is the meaning of energy? You really have that kind of mindset. My job is my bread and butter. My team is my bread and butter. So I cannot hide myself from my team. See, next one, a leader should strive to be persistent. What does it mean? You must have to enjoy what you are doing. Marilau, understand, if you do not enjoy the things that you are doing, you cannot be committed. Today or tomorrow, you have to leave this platform. If you want to work as a teacher, you have to like teaching. If you want to work in sales department, you must have to enjoy sales, right? If you want to be a leader in customer care department, you must have to enjoy providing customer service, right? And the next one that you all have to take very, very seriously, it's all about provide constructive criticism. What is the meaning of constructive criticism? You need not to make everyone happy. If something goes wrong, if there is something wrong, you sit one-on-one. Provide constructive feedback, how it can be solved, how your team can be improved, how that particular person can be more and more productive. Constructive feedback will help you to practice commitment in leadership. So what is the meaning of constructive criticism or constructive feedback? Not to insult. IB, understand? You will give feedback not to look down your teammates. Feedback for what? To make them better, to make them stronger, to make them productive, to motivate them, to tell them the honest answer. Hey, if you want to improve, you have to do this, and that. Commitment will be there, right? Relational mindset. Remember the bonding? Be cordial. Be cordial. Remember, especially educated people got difficult mindset to follow instructions. I'm not look down educated people. I'm always respectful towards all of you guys. But the problem is, when there is no respect, when there is no space, when there is no personal respect, your followers will never follow you at the first place, because everybody got ego. Joven, am I right? Everybody got personality. Everybody got their own philosophy, own perception about life. So as a leader, we must have to have that kind of mindset to create bonding, to be very sincere and to be very firm. Okay? Be cordial. It doesn't mean that you are becoming very soft type person. Be cordial. Combine two characters. Be firm and be sincere. Do you understand, guys? Firm meaning to say you are very strict towards your team activities, towards your team responsibilities. Sincere, meaning to say you always understand other people's feelings and emotions, right? When you can serve a bridge in communication, especially in important communication, leader can demonstrate, leader can represent their commitment to their group, to their team accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope today's topic will help you a lot in order to plan from today in future how you can be really a leader with 3 unique skills: unity, commitments, and consistency. Okay, so I'll put my PowerPoint slide here, and I would like to request our host, Mr. Govind, can you please forward the PDF copy in the chat box so that all of you can download the notes from the chat box. Now, the last 5 minutes, I'll keep my chat box open for QA session. If you want to clarify the things that I already have explained to you from 5 p.m. to till now, you can ask me in the chat box. I'm sorry, I cannot allow all of you to unmute and speak. It will take too long time for me. Okay, guys, very good. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a lot of extra training coming up. Okay, for you guys, extra, not only academic. We believe our students from Kingston International College, they have to be smart in academic knowledge. They have to be smart in practical skills. So we are very committed to make our students ready to face the future. Okay? So how you can face the future? Be a strong leader. That's why every month there will be one topic, one discussion regarding leadership series. And also remember the BIS talk, and also remember the Monday motivational madness. All those things for you guys to come and join and change your outlook, change the way you think, change the way you believe in your ability and thoughts. Okay? It's been my pleasure to talk with all of you. Again, put your question in the chat box if you want to clarify the things with me. So 3 minutes time. Thank you so much. And in the meantime, I also would like to have some feedback from you guys. How was the things for today's month, today's leadership series? Can I have some feedback in the chat box? Good, very good. Go on. I believe all of you can send message now, right? Okay, good, fine. So your question and feedback in the chat box. Please send your message only to me, not to everyone. There is something wrong. Sir, should do assignment about today's topic? No need to do any assignment today. So what you need to do today, just whatever you learn, whatever you have taken note from the discussion, practice it practice it in your everyday life. Okay? Very good, excellent. This is a perfect speech, sir. Thank you for a best leadership discussion. Okay, thanks for everything. Okay, that is very informative and touches my senses to become a good leader in my restaurant, because I hope I receive more training. Okay, good, very good. You're welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. I'm expecting question. I have good question. Okay, good. Sir, for unity, for unity, how it can work. Oh my God. Remember the first part of, I think you got late to join in my class. That's the problem. Let me make the summary about unity. So, as I said, it is challenging, but it's not impossible to put everyone under the same umbrella of leadership. If you know to inject the importance of unity for your team, it's totally up to you as a leader, how you will create unity at your, under your leadership. Jacob, understand? There is no science, there is no rules that you can follow to make a best united team from, under your leadership. You have to use your interpersonal skills. You have to use the tactic that I have shared today during my discussion time. It can help you to make unity for your team. Okay, this is my previous happened last few days for being, okay, good. That's good. I have learned a lot, sir, about leadership. Thank you so much. So I'm also very happy to hear all those things from you for your clarification, all the things. Thank you so much. Please wait for 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks, our admin will send you the certificate accordingly. And don't feel shy when you will receive certificate. Take a beautiful picture and send back to your admin. Okay? Guys, thank you. God bless you. I'll see you around when I will have another training program with you guys. Till then, all of you stay fine and stay safe. And the last thing before I end the meeting, this is a very big classroom, 250 plus students, but I'm only alone. Please forgive me. Please excuse me if I missed any of your message, any of your raised hands, so on and so forth. Okay? Don't take anything personally. It's because of maintaining our class accordingly. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. I want to see all of you to be a strong leader in future. Thank you. Take care. Good night.